how can you get a guitar that sounds like this? To sound like this. Hey, I'm Ryan, Who's Your Guitar Teacher? Who'sYourGuitarTeacher.com. Online lessons, gear reviews, old man struggling to understand technology. The guitar I'm playing is a custom-built Davis in green, built by Luthier in Boise, Idaho. Aaron Davis, take another look at it. It is a Port Orford cedar top, Indian rosewood back and sides, Macassar ebony bridge, and a cool-looking headstock there. With a Cuban mahogany neck. This video is about my little rig that I use for little simpler gigs, something with an acoustic, sometimes with an electric guitar. The settings that you heard at the very beginning were just dry straight into the back of a Scarlett 4i4 4th generation. I do recommend that you listen to this in headphones. That way you get the full effect of the stereo pedals that I'm about ready to demo for you. Let's go straight to the pedals. Going in, I've got the JHS Colorbox version 2. We'll go over that one. The Chase Bliss Clean dual stereo compression, Empress reverb, and all that's feeding into the Elite Acoustics Gig Mix 4 staple that I've been using for years, and then that goes out to the
come on, man,
to the Scarlett. Yeah, there we go, brain fart. The way that I've used the JHS Colorbox is the easiest way to describe what it does. It's a console strip from a Neve console, so it's a preamp and some colorization, 3-band EQ with treble, mid, and bass shift. It really just makes everything better.
I've discovered something amazing.
That's the best way to explain it. I use it for anything that I'm going to record. That's pretty much the last stop if I'm recording, because it makes everything better. So the way that I do it is I set everything down to 0 and then just start dialing in my sounds until I get what I like. So let's do a little bit of A and B here. Okay, so this is a dry. Use a pick. Oh, stupid thing. Okay, this is the dry sound. We're just gonna add the color box. It's off. It's on. Try to get unity gain. Everybody has got that effect where they think if it's louder, it sounds better. So you can see what I've done is kind of rolled some trebles out, and I'm using the high pass. If it's used here, if I flip it off, you got some of that A440 rumble. Plus, in live situations, sometimes I found that it's useful to use the high pass as kind of like a notch filter if you're getting some feedback in a funky spot. So I got this pretty much set the way I like to have it. I'm gonna now, I'm not gonna explain the clean compression because it's impossible to explain. There's plenty of videos out there for that if that's something you want to do. Clean compression, the way that I'm using it, I've got the dip switches in the back set to mono in and stereo out, MISO, and then I've got the spread function, so it just sounds a little more stereo effect sounding. Maybe hopefully you can see my dials here. I'm going to click it in. Some gentle compression. You can watch this LED on this side. That's when it starts to engage. Now what I think is so cool about this well, any compression, but this one especially, is that you can have its trigger. You can see, hopefully you can see, that when I'm playing lightly, it's not engaging. But if I engage it, let me turn that sensitivity up. You might be able to hear that flutter. There's just this like slight tremolo. I love it because what it means is I can play with the pedal. It's like adding an extra instrument. So I keep it to where if I'm playing softly, it's not triggering. But if I dig in, let's turn off the drive. Really over exaggerate what that sounds like. So you can hear it doesn't engage if I play softly. Well, I got that set turned up so much. But if I dig in, all of a sudden it shows back up. So I like to have it real subtle in the background. It's this neat glue and just adds a little bit of movement. Empress reverb, next pedal. I mean, what do you say? It's like one of the best reverbs out there. Been that way for a long time. I like this for acoustic. It's the Ghost setting. You can hear that little bit of tremolo, flutter that the clean's feeding into it. And that setting Ghost has its own little motion. And I could clean that up pretty easy just by dropping that the decay down or turning down the mix. And it turns into a regular reverb pretty quick. Another fun thing to do with this is have an expression pedal, which those pedals are leading on. You can use the expression pedal for the mix. There's no coloration or any EQ going on with the gig mix. That's purely just a send. I've got it cranked right now because it's in the back of that 4i4. Those aren't preamped like the front two jacks, but I wanted you to hear stereo. Let me play a little bit more of that song here. So that's my little attempted versatile smaller setup. I've got a massive pedal board that I use with electric gigs, but I also use electric with this. That's something I didn't cover. One of the reasons I chose the Empress Reverb is because it does have a looper in it, which is super cool, especially when you're wanting to carry less gear. Anything that does 2 for 1, that's a great thing. So this is my like small setup. If I'm not just running straight into an amp, this is the one I like to bring because I can loop, like I said. Well, I hope you liked the little tour of my small pedal board. I love these pedals. It took a lot of work to get the sound that I was looking for. And I'm still constantly tweaking and adding things. I also think that there needed to be a page devoted, or a channel that really explores these bigger kind of boutique effects and explore the relationship with acoustic instruments. I think that a lot of times there's nobody to represent the subtleties that you can add to an acoustic sound by using these beat bop boop kind of pedals. I love them. I love having the ability to push an expression pedal forward and visit Neptune. I think it's cool.
My God, it's full of stars.
And hopefully you do too. Like and subscribe. I'm going to keep trying to do this and learn along the way. I am an old man trying to figure this stuff out. Talk to you soon.